Hello and welcome to another video wherein we look into how we can add match fixtures. In our previous video we've seen how we add players and update their profiles. Now in this video we'll go and add some match fixtures. To do so, let me go to the matches web page. To add or modify any match fixture, let me go ahead and click the login button on the top right and log in with the credentials, that's KKR admin, and the password, and I hit the login button. Now once we are logged in, we have the small arrow just on the left side of the match fixtures and results, and you can click on add content from the drop down arrow or on the bottom of the page. Let me click on add content. This navigates us to a page where we can add match fixtures. The details that we provide in here are the match date, the opponents, and the venue, and hit the add button. So let's go ahead and add a match. Let me say May, and the page goes through some Ajax refresh and select the date and the year of the match, and under the opponents we have a drop down box that will populate all the opponents that you have played in the past. As this is the first match that I'm about to schedule, the drop down list does not have any entries. So my next choice is to click on the new button under the opponent section, and the page does a very quick Ajax refresh. The entire website runs on some Ajax stuff, so at times the page does not respond. Just make sure in the bottom of the page that there's no Ajax refresh happening. So when I click on the new checkbox, the text box is enabled, and I provide a name for the opponents. Let's say we're playing a match with the Deccan Chargers. I say Deccan Chargers and move on to the venue part. The same applies for the venue. The drop down list under the venue will drop down all the venues that you have played so far. As this is the first match, you won't have any entries against the venue drop down. I select the new checkbox and see that there's a small Ajax refresh to enable the text box against the new one, and I say that I'll be playing the match at, let's say, Eden Gardens, Kolkata, and hit the add button. It'll just do a quick refresh and say that the match added successfully, and you have the match ID, the date, the opponents, the crowd, and you have a small entry for the match results that will be populated based on your scorecard entry. If you want to edit this, edit any details of the match, just click on the opponents and it will provide you all the details, and you can change the date, the opponents, and the venue of the match. Let me go ahead and add another couple of match fixtures. So you have a link on the top to add a match fixture. Let me click on it, and I can see that we are in the add match mode. Let me provide a month, a day, and a year of the match. I click on the new opponents, and this time let's say I'm playing against the Mumbai Indians, and we're playing at the TV Patil Stadium, Mumbai, and I hit the add match button. You can see that the page just refreshes, and I have two entries for the match fixtures, and I add a third match against the, let's say, Kings 11 Punjab, and I'm again playing at the Eden Gardens, let's say, and I hit the add match button. Now we have three matches: the Kings 11, Mumbai Indians, and the Deccan Chargers. And there are various types of views that we have that you can see the match fixtures. We'll talk about views in just a moment. Let's just change the opponents on the Kings 11 Punjab. I'll keep it to Deccan Chargers and keep the venue the same. You can go ahead and add a new opponent. I'll just change the opponent and the date to 7th, and I hit the update button. You can see that from 5th of June we have moved to 7th of June, and the opponents have changed to Deccan Chargers because the new checkbox is not selected. So whenever the new checkbox is not selected, it will pick the entry in the drop down list. So make sure you select the checkbox if you want to add a new entry against the opponents or the match venues. So let me go to the matches. Now you can see that we have 3 entries against the upcoming matches, and we don't have any entry against the matches played. And this is basically classified based on today's date. So all these dates are futuristic dates, so I have all these matches as upcoming matches. Let me go ahead and change one of the match dates. Let me select the match against the Deccan Chargers. You can see that the drop down lists now populate your opponents. Let me push it back to Kings 11 Punjab and leave the venue as it is. Hit the update. You can see that the match on 7th June is now against the Kings 11 Punjab. And one final change I would like to make is edit the match against the Deccan Chargers from 31st May to, let's say, April 27th, and I'm having the opponents and the venue as the same as before, and I hit the update button. You can see that after a quick Ajax refresh, the match is now moved to 27th of April 2010. So if you go back to the matches webpage, I'll have the Deccan Chargers match played on 27th April as one of the matches that's played. There you go. And you have a lot of various types of views in here. You have the view like all matches, the last 30, the last 60, or apply filter. Let's say I have by opponent, by match status, or by ground. When I click on the opponent, it will provide me all the opponents that we have played, all 3. I select Mumbai Indians, as we haven't played any match that is in the past date. It hasn't provided me any entries. I select the Deccan Chargers. I have 1 match played, and it shows the current view that you're in. And when I click on the view scoreboard, there has no entries against the scoreboard, but once the scoreboard is populated, you can go ahead and look into the scoreboard of the match that's played. So in this way, we can add and edit the match fixtures. This concludes our video. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as we did while creation of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to mail us at support@mycricklife.com. And thank you for watching.